What's up guys, we are back with the Galaxie Boat, and today something came in the mail, and that is the new ignition switch. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in, and we even got its own little, good focus, camera kind of sucks. It has its own wiring diagram, so that's gonna be perfect and help us out. Hopefully the wires are matched up and we'll be able to tell. Yeah, we got that ignition switch, so we're gonna go ahead and slap it in this boat. Then we'll slap these batteries back in. These are the original batteries. We're able to get them to a charge. We had to fill a little bit of water in each of the, whatever you call them. But hopefully these will be able to turn this thing over. I'm hoping that I can put the ignition switch in and then put the batteries in and see if we can move the trim down. So I can actually trim the lower unit down and change the gear oil. Then after that, we'll change the oil and we'll try to fire her up and see if she runs. I'm really hoping for the best. So these are all the wires. It's kind of hard to see. This is very cramped. I think that's the solenoid. This is the accessory, another accessory thing, and this is like the positive cable to the battery because it's so fat and big. The solenoid, which is yellow, ignition, which is blue, and this one has a line across it, and it's also like an accessory, and then there's the red. And I think, even though this one is red, it has a line through it, so I think that's the other accessory. Let's go ahead and throw it in and see if it'll work. I was able to get this off Amazon for like what, $20, $25? And it's the exact ignition cable that this boat originally had, which is just perfect. We'll stick her in. It's kind of hard to see anything in this. That one, I believe, goes right here. All right, I think that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw this thing on. All right, we got the new ignition switch installed. I think it's gonna work pretty good. It looks good. It holds in there nice. Time to get these blasted batteries lifted up. Making sure all the terminals are ready to go, so I'm just getting off all that corrosion and gunk on them so they'll perform the best. Best connection we'll get. All right, let's move this in. Yeah, it's hard to do one-handed. Ow. All right, so I got this all connected, I believe correct. Not entirely sure, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the ignition, see if I can get like any like electronical signals. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and add more batteries and see if that works. So let's see, the main goal is just to move down the trim. I'm kind of nervous of turning this on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. All right. Oh my God, I just heard the blower turn on. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down there and see if the trim turns so y'all can see this firsthand. I'm so excited. All right, y'all are gonna see this firsthand. I'll be right back. All right, trim is not doing anything. I'm gonna go ahead and install more batteries. Maybe that's the reason. So unfortunately that didn't work. Maybe I just need to throw more batteries on there. So let's go ahead and do it. We got them in, let's go ahead and connect them. All right, we have all the batteries installed. Let's see if we can turn the blower motor on and get a better like kind of signal out of it. Build seems to be working. I'm just gonna try this again. Not working, not good. See if we can get some light up here. Not really seeing any lights. We can't figure out the electrical right now, so we're gonna deal with the oil. Anthony's using his little noodles to try to take out the oil filter, so.
That shit's gonna leak, Pearson. It doesn't only, bro. You're a bot.
This is a fuel filter.
So, yeah, that smells like gas.
Well, we need to replace this anyway. I see it. Put it right here.
Just trying to get the oil pan off. Any words, country tactical?
Rasputin. All I can do is feel where it might be.
Look at the struggle in his face.
Alright. Last manager. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's getting sticky down there.
Wow. No way you dropped it again, you butterfingers ass.
I wonder why my fingers are butter.
Like, get a grip on it. That's not good.
That's not that good looking.
That looks like water. Rip the boat.
So we're gonna drain the oil from the drain plug straight to there. I'm gonna go find the oil plug. Anthony, I want you to record the flow whenever it happens.
Hey, this is gonna overflow. I bet it's gonna overflow. I'm calling it right now.
It's about to come.
I'm gonna get a detailed video of it.
Oh, it's right on the trailer.
Dude, it honestly doesn't look that.
God. Vent screw is coming undone.
Does that look good?
Vent screw is coming. Let's see it. Doesn't look terrible.
What color is it supposed to be?
It's usually supposed to be a solid color.
That looks like oil, bud.
It'll darken down. Gear oil looks blue from the beginning, but it'll darken down over time. just don't know what the white.
Definitely oil. It looks like the same.
Damn. Oh, did the log just come out?
What'd you just do?
I just blew on it. Blew on the vent.
Yeah, do that again. Good shit.
Wow. I like the smell of gear oil. That's such a weird, interesting smell. Hey, the good thing is the Sea-Ray has similar outdrives. We could probably use one of those screws on those. I feel like this is gonna take quite a bit of gear oil to do. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and start pumping. So I feel like we're gonna be pumping for a minute. That's about it for this bottle, and I'm gonna add the next one. We have finally got it leaking out the top. I use about 2 quarts, just about. A lot of water just came out of the prop. I would have expected it not as much to come down if I did that. Weird. Got it in. Good stuff, we finally changed the gear oil. So here's the old oil filter. I was able to thankfully get a brand new one of this from AutoZone. So let's check her out. She's what, $10, $11? There's the filter, what else is in there? The receipt. It was only like 10 bucks, so it really wasn't bad. And sometimes a gasket, what I've heard, sometimes one of these gaskets can fall off and sit in the oil filter like compartment. And if this O-ring sticks in there, you see how it's stuck to this, but if it stays in there, you try to put a new one on, it can mess up the engine because it won't get like oil or it'll just leak. So always make sure this gasket comes off and goes on. So always make sure the old gasket comes off because it can still stick that oil thingy. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this new one on and we'll see how it looks. Squeeze down there and put it on. It's gonna be a pain. This is a 1/2 turn. So it's just the amount of tightness you want to put on the thing. So it's like 1 complete turn and then 1/2 turn. I'm gonna check up real quick to see on the box. Does it not say it? So you gotta really squeeze down here. Just gonna put it hand tightness. All right, we got 2 5W30 quarts. This is not marine grade, but marine grade just like twice the price. Yeah, do you know what the quarts are? Did you find anything on the?
I know it's 5W30 on this cap.
I might just dump 6 quarts in it. What happens if you had too much oil?
If it's over pressure, it's not always a great
It's gonna
thing.
blow up.
It doesn't usually, but it can put it at risk for popping an oil line.
Oil dipstick.
Or not an oil line, but
This thing is bone dry, so we'll just go off this thing. I'll add about a whole 5 quarts because that's what the bucket is, and we'll see what we can get out of it. All right.
sounds like a plan.
So I'm too lazy to get a funnel, so I'm just gonna free pour this thing. Fresh new oil going straight in. Went pretty well, minimal spill. Give it like a second or two to settle down.
Yeah.
We'll check it. We discovered this little thing while I was looking over it is for gear oil. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this thing up. Got the gear oil, just gonna throw it in there, top her off. All right, got it right at its operating range.
That'll do it.
What are we looking at? Looks like it's about right here.
Yeah, it's definitely touching it.
This is okay
Operating
range.
If it's too high of a pressure, it can pop your head gasket, and that's bad. So then you get oil in your cylinders mixed with the gas, and it's not a good deal. You're supposed to have oil in your cylinders, yes.
Should we just try to spin it over and see what happens?
I say it's probably the best bet.
I'm gonna go ahead and hook the water boot up for you. Put the fire extinguisher on board. Now I'm gonna throw the boot on. Now I'm gonna turn the water hose on and see this thing get some pressure. Yep, I can see we got plenty of water pressure going through it. Oh, she spins.
Almost. She's
I'm
starting.
really scared to start it though.
Well, I figure the sooner we start it, the sooner we get that oil running through it.
All right, I'm just nervous as fuck. I had a diesel run away on me, so that's why I'm just scared of engines at the time being.
All right, so what's the process we go through to start it?
So you gotta have the kill switch activated. So that's this thing. I'm glad the ignition is connected and everything spins. It turns over, great sign. Fuel, I don't know how the fuel is, but it says it's at like a half tank. All right, trying again.
Inception.
All right, trying. Turns over.
Cranking.
Very great. Good shit.
So we checked the oil.
Now, I guess I could open up the fuel filter thingy again and see if we got fuel.
So if we've got fuel in there,
It goes out in a lot of cars, it's a fuel pump.
fuel pumps can be expensive to replace. But did you get pressure in there?
Well, I've gotten good news. This thing refilled itself.
Wow. So that means you're getting fuel to the filter at least.
So this is the TBI fuel injector. We can do one more test before we call it quits for now. And
Oh, that does smell diluted.
So I think, so this is the fuel injector, right? Yeah, it's a fuel injector. Does it seriously shoot out of that? Have you ever seen that before?
I can't say I have, but I don't really work.
Like a throttle body's always looks so much different. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, you're gonna record that, and let me know if it's spitting out anything, right? Check for misting.
Not seeing anything.
That's our problem right there. So overall, most of all the electronics work. The aerator, the little live well pump works. The fucking bilge works. Ooh, it's probably filling up with oil just then. The blower works. And the engine turns over, it cranks. Very, very, very
Good and strong and healthy.
We're just gonna have to take a look at that injector. Yeah, overall, it was a great day. We got a lot done, and we're like one step closer to getting this thing actually started. So that's good shit.
See ya.
Catch you in the next.